Ladies and gentlemen, g'day, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Economics Mate, and this is World of Offers Blitz. No, it's not. It's Water Tanks Blitz. This is undoubtedly probably the sneakiest tank destroyer that you can play at T10. And for reasons that have nothing to do with the fact that this thing is as big as a mountain, alright? This thing has not that good camera rating. The camera rating on this thing is not that good, okay? It doesn't have a good camera rating, all things considered. But, that being said, the gun on this thing is absolutely phenomenal. And I'm going to showcase just how great this tank can be when put in the right situation and right circumstance. Especially taking into consideration just how accurate this gun can be. And it's going to be a bit of a nostalgic trip because, well, the game that you're going to see is actually going to be played on the old Oasis Palms. It's something that I haven't seen as of yet for a very long time, and we're about to witness greatness by the one and only, the legend, the GOAT himself, Mr. Trapmelon. I mean, come on, is it going to be anyone else other than Trap? Come on. Like, seriously, it's not. It's going to be none other than Trapmelon. He's playing in his Grille 15 on the old Oasis Palms. Now, for those of you who don't remember the old Oasis Palms, let me give you a bit of a history lesson. This map, brings back so many memories. And do you want to know why this brings back so many memories? Well, you're about to see exactly why this brings back so many memories. With a tank like the Grille 15 back in the day, you could sit this thing at the back of the map, like what he's doing right here, and you could absolutely farm damage galore. And that's the beauty of this tank and this position right here. He's already got one shot into the Sheridan, straight off the bat. I used to love playing on Oasis Palms as a tank destroyer because, honest to God, you just have so much fun just absolutely wreaking havoc with your tank destroyer at the back of the map with a tank like the Grille 15, which is a sneaky little bastard of a tank, and just enjoying it. Just enjoy destroying the enemy tanks, just, you know, enjoying the, yeah, well, there you go. The Leopard has killed the SDB on his team. He gets a shot there. By the way, that is a very long way away. The fact that he even managed to hit that tank talks wonders. Oh, look at that beautiful, oh, chef's kiss. That, he shot that gun, he shot that shot, and it connected almost instantly. The shell velocity on this thing is absolutely godlike, is what it is. It's such a good gun, laser beam of a gun, and I absolutely adore. Oh yeah, how do you bounce that shot? By the way, that's RNG at its finest. So again, what can we say about the Grille? Oh, by the way, he almost got it there. Unfortunately, it didn't quite go to plan. What can we talk about the Grille? What's so special about the Grille? And why is it so influential at T10? And I'll tell you why. The Grille is a tank that, for a very long time, was just another tank destroyer that had no armor and was seen as nothing more than a German tank destroyer, right? That's all it was. Until Wargaming decided to buff the tank all those many years ago and make it into the tank, and make it into quite a formidable tank destroyer, right? Which was fantastic. It's what we wanted. It's what we needed. And all's well and ends well. Then, of course, came along the nerfs that this tank had. This was, again, many years ago now. It had some nerfs, which, you know, let's be real here. It wasn't good. The nerfs were not that good. It kind of made the tank subpar, and it just lost its charm, right? It lost its charm. And, you know, arguably, it was not for the better whatsoever. Nice shot there. You've managed to take out the Sheridan. But the one thing, again, so it lost its mobility. It lost its, I guess you could say, its maneuverability, the amount of gun depression it had on either side of the tank. As far as I remember, it had slightly better gun depression on either side. So it lost a lot of key attributes that I think a lot of people miss in this day and age. That being said, it also lost the alpha damage. The alpha damage decreased, but it meant that the DPM could increase in line. He does get shot by the leopard, but he's going to get a beautiful shot there. Look at that shot. Absolutely spot on. Right into the front of that leopard one there. And that's what you can do with a tank like this. You can literally snapshot like a boss. The mouse there is facing, I believe, the Sheridan, which is fine. So he's going to get another shot into him. You can see, just like, this gun is absolutely laser beam. It's a 4 versus 1 situation right now, by the way. It's a 4 versus 1 situation. Gets another beautiful shot into the mouse. He manages to bounce the leopard one, which, by the way, the Grille can, in fact, bounce shots. And you're probably wondering, how the hell is that possible? Well, you can bounce on the gun. The gun is so freaking long. The gun is longer than the tank itself that there is a high possibility that you are going to bounce shots. Nice shot there on the move, getting rid of the leopard one. He is getting shot from there. I believe that's the 4005, if I'm not mistaken. He's got to worry about that. A nice snapshot there into the mouse. I don't think the mouse was expecting him to be that quick there. Nice snapshot. He's up to 3 kills and 5,225 damage. He's got to be very careful not to get spotted by both the Jaeger, the 183, and of course the FV 4005 or the Shipman. He's got to be very careful. Very, very careful. Again, it's a 2 versus 1 situation. Both tank destroyers are more than capable of basically taking off all of his hit points with one shot. So he needs to be very vigilant and very careful. So, going on to the point I was making about the gun. They may have decreased the alpha damage on both the AP and the HE shells, but what they made up for is they gave it better DPM. And as a result, this tank just sings when it comes to DPM. He does take out the 4005, so he's up to 6,000 damage now and 4 kills. And this is going to be an interesting thing. I can't remember how many hit points the 183 has, but it can't be a lot. See on Oasis Palms, look at this, the old one. You had all of these massive dips and big hills, right? Which made it so much more fun to play on. And a lot of people, again, they say, oh, but you know, the current meta is not suited to it. And you're right, the current meta is not suited to these old maps. That being said, it's very much nostalgic and very fun to play on these maps as of old. Oh, and it turns out the 183 is AFK. What a shame, because it would have been nice to obviously finish him off. Now, unfortunately, he can't pen with HE. Or can he? Or can he? Yes, he can. Right on that bottom slip right there, he was able to get a full penetrating HE shot into the bottom plate there. I mean, the tank is so sneaky. The gun is so accurate. You can just pull off shots like that and just make it rain in terms of the bling. Let's have a look here and see what he got. He got an Ace Mastery. He got a, I believe that is a Radley Walters medal. Yes, it is. He got a Kolobanovsky because, of course, he did a Top Gun and a high caliber. He's got 7,000, let's have a look, 7,362 damage, 5 kills. He absolutely did fantastic. The Jaegeru on his team, for some reason, no idea why he's only done 0 damage. But there you go. I'm not naming and shaming anyone. I'm just saying you should be more vigilant at tier 10, okay? You should definitely be playing the game. You should be able to get at least 2,000 damage at tier 10 per battle. Like, there's no excuse. There you go. That is the Grille 15. That's the Grille. An absolutely phenomenal tank destroyer that people do not love as much as they should be. A tank that definitely deserves the praise that it gets. A tank that is so damn accurate that it just makes your eyes water every time you manage to pen a shot that you would never have expected to penetrate, because this tank is perfect for snapshotting those impossible shots. And I guess it's a good thing. It really is a good thing that this tank is the way it is. It's not too powerful. It's not too crap. It's quite honestly pretty well balanced for a tank destroyer. It doesn't have armor, but again, the armor on the gun is what makes up for it, because you can just bounce shots all day long on this big ass gun. Again, the pen is pretty good, but it's not incredible in terms of other tank destroyers. The alpha damage is not a 155mm or 150mm alpha damage shot. Nonetheless, it makes up for that with DPM and, of course, a reload that's pretty damn good. And I think, all in all, as a package, you can't go wrong with the Grille 15. I mean, it does require skill to play. I will admit, this isn't an easy tank to play. It does require quite a bit of skill, and if you're unsure on on how to play tanks like this, then I would suggest maybe not playing this tank. But again, it's not for everyone. But if you know how to play tanks like this and you have some practice, you can do so well in the Grille 15. Ladies and gentlemen, please let me know in the comments down below what you think of the Grille 15. Do you think it's deserving of, I'm assuming, it looked like it's getting a nerf / a buff as well in the upcoming tier 10 rebalance changes. Do you think it doesn't deserve that? I'd love to know your opinions. Please let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, as always, look after yourselves, look after your friends and family, and stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.